Hello, my fellow viewers. Welcome to Mr.Wanyoike, the digital learning platform. In front of you is Mr. Wanyoike himself. In today's lesson, we are covering genetics, especially on topic of a subtopic on sex determination, because the other subtopics which are behind sex determination were covered during the previous lessons. And as far as the sex determination is concerned, previously in Form 3, you were taught about the two types of chromosomes, and you are taught that as far as human beings are concerned, one cell contains 46 chromosomes. That is 22 pairs of chromosomes are called somatic, and therefore we have the somatic cell. Somatic cells, and somatic cells contain 46 chromosomes, and also we have the gametic cell, cells, and as far as gametic cells are concerned, contain 23 chromosomes. So one cell of gametic cell contains chromosomes. It has 23 chromosomes, while somatic cells normally have 46. Having said that, you are supposed to know that as far as in the somatic cells are concerned, 22 of the pairs are called autosomes. And those are responsible for growth. And one pair is called sex chromosome. As far as the 22 pairs, 22 pairs are called autosomes, and one pair of chromosome is called sex chromosome. And as far as the sex chromosomes are concerned, an individual, for example, in male, the male are said to be heterogametic, meaning that they have the males are said to be heterogametic, meaning that they have X and Y. They have the X chromosome and the Y chromosome, and they are called the X and the Y chromosome because of their appearance, and therefore the X chromosome have a X shape, and the Y chromosome have Y shape, and therefore hence the name the X and Y chromosome in male. What about in females? As far as females are concerned, they are homogametic, and it means that they have the same the allelic gene. As far as the sex chromosome is concerned, are identical. That is an X and also another X, and therefore each of the chromosome is called homogametic. The individual is called homogametic, and each, as far as the males are concerned, their males are said to be heterogametic because they have the chromosomes are not identical. The chromosomes are not identical. And as far as the sex of a child is concerned, as far as the sex of the child is concerned, the child it is a matter of chance and depends only on whether a spermatozoa that fertilizes the ovum carries X or Y chromosome, and therefore it is a matter of chance. I'm saying as far as the sex of the child is concerned, it is a matter of chance, and it depends on whether the chromosome from the male or from the spermatozoa that fuses with the ovum, whether it is X X or Y. And therefore, if the Y chromosome fuses with the from the father, if the Y chromosome from the father, that is from the father or from the sperm, fuses with the X chromosomes from the female, that is from the ovum, it means that a boy child will be born. And therefore, the sex of the child is normally located on the Y chromosome as far as males are concerned. And therefore, you may find that several males, a father might not be in a position of getting what? Of getting boys. And you ask yourself, why does this man always produce girls? This is because the Y chromosome, as far as the Y chromosome of that man is concerned, is weak. And therefore, it will not be in a position of competing equally with his X chromosome. And therefore, the X chromosome is always has high ability of combining with the X chromosome from the female, and that's why the male will resort to conceiving only the mother will conceive only daughters, because the Y chromosome from the father was weak and unable to compete for the chromosome as far as the chromosome of the in the ovum of the mother is concerned. And therefore, I'm going to give an example of a question here. I'm going to give an example of a question that will help us to determine the percentage or the genotypic ratio of F1 generation. And the example one, I'm going to write it here. Example one. You are told that a man was crossed with a woman using genetic cross. Determine the probability of receiving a baby boy in the first conception. That is, a man was crossed with a lady. Then you are told, using genetic cross, determine the probability, of getting a boy child, supposed to be Y, boy child, of getting a boy child during F1 generation. During F1 generation. So as far as this question is concerned, what about the solution to it? You normally know very well, I have already demonstrated very well that a man is normally heterogametic, that has X chromosome as well as the Y chromosome. What about the female? The female, I've said female are normally homogametic, meaning that they have two X chromosomes as far as their sex chromosomes are concerned. And as far as that question is concerned, you write the parental phenotype. Parental phenotype. Parental phenotype. And as far as parental phenotype is concerned, we have a male here, and here I have a female. Those are the letters. What about the parental genotype? Parental genotype. Parental genotype. Parental genotype, as far as the male is concerned, you will write it as X and also Y, and also there is a cross. You put an X there to represent there is a cross between a man and a female, and female is X and X. Then you apply the law of segregation. You separate the X chromosome from the Y chromosome. You separate them, and also the same case applies to X. You separate it, and also this one. You separate them like that, and also you write, this is segregation. This represents segregation or separation, and these are the gametes. The encircled one represent the gametes, And as far as the cross random fusion is concerned, you will have the first one as X and X, and the second one, the first one may fuse with the second one, and you will get an X and also an X. What about Y? The Y will fuse with this one, and you will get an X and Y in that case, and also this one may fuse with the last one, and you will get an X and also a Y. And therefore you can see that as far as that genetic cross is concerned, there is random fusion here, random fusion, and also here you write F1 generation, F1 generation. And as far as that part of the question is concerned, you can see our cross is very well calculated here or illustrated. You can see our cross is very well illustrated. And as far as our illustration is concerned, you can see that in the F1 generation, the first results was X and X, that is represent a girl, a baby girl. And the second one also is X and X, and that represent a baby girl too. So the first one you can see it is here X and X, and therefore this represent a baby girl, and also X and X, the second case, that is a baby girl, and this is an X and Y, that is the third case, X and Y, and that is a boy because there is a Y chromosome, and also there is X and Y, also that is also a boy because there is Y chromosome. And therefore the chances of getting a baby boy, the chances or the probability, the question is the probability of getting a baby boy, the probability of getting a baby boy is equals to how many boys? How many boys from the results? You can see there are two. There are two offspring, baby boy offsprings. And therefore, what about the total probability space? The total probability space is there are four chances of, there are four outcomes. That is one girl, the second girl, the one boy, and the second boy. And therefore, the total probability space is supposed to be 4. And therefore, what about the outcome as far as boys are concerned? There are 2 boys, and therefore you will say 2 boys results out of 4 offsprings. And therefore if you cancel 2 and 2, you simplify, you will get a half. You will get a half as the answer. The second question we may be asked, if the couple had 12 babies, find the total number of boys they had. And therefore you are supposed to say the number of boys, number of boys is given as the probability of having a boy is a half. And what about the total number or the total number of children? The total number of babies or children are supposed to be 12, and therefore by 2 1, by 2 6, and therefore you will get the answer as 6 boys, and therefore the probability is a half, and therefore you multiply by the number of the children or the babies they had, and the answer becomes 6 boys, and therefore that couple will be in a position of having 6 boys and also 6 girls, because the total you are given as 12. And therefore, as far as our sex determination is concerned, I've said that the gene that determines the sex of the child is normally located on the Y chromosome, and therefore we can say male are the ones who are responsible for the determination of the sex of the child. However, However, if the X chromosome and the Y chromosomes are equally strong, it means that the chances of getting a boy or a girl is a half, or the percentage of getting a boy or a boy child or a girl child is a half, because we have 2 boys that we result from the cross we have seen, and also 2 girls that also resulted, and therefore the chances of getting a baby boy, the chances of getting a baby boy is a half, and also the chances of getting a baby girl is also a half. We have come to the end of today.